Welcome to English News Bulletin. I'm Dibajyoti bringing to you today's headlines first. Assam flood toll goes up to 80, over 2.12 lakh affected. Parliament passes National Honour Amendment Bill. India-US boosts scientific collaboration to drive innovation and research. Now the news in details. The flood situation in Assam remains serious, with the death toll rising to around 80 after two more fatalities were reported in Silchar district. More than 2.12 lakh people across 8 districts continue to be affected, with Chiraideo, Silchar and Jorhat among the worst hit areas. Relief and rehabilitation operations are ongoing, with authorities running relief camps and providing food, drinking water and other essential assistance to displaced families. The Assam government has announced a 6-month loan moratorium for eligible borrowers affected by the recent floods in Silchar, Chiraideo, Golaghat and Jorhat districts. The measure is intended to ease the financial burden on families, farmers and businesses recovering from the disaster. The moratorium is effective from July 19, 2026. It applies to eligible borrowers whose loan accounts were classified as standard, non-NPA, before the floods. Covered loans include housing, education, vehicle, farm, crop, and self-help groups. During the 6-month period, eligible borrowers will not have to pay the regular EMIs. After the moratorium, the loan repayment tenure may be extended, depending on the loan category and applicable banking norms. For some MSME loans, the extension could be several years. The government has also announced additional relief measures, including an additional rupees 10,000 loan for eligible flood-affected small retail shop owners without requiring fresh collateral. A 1.5 lakh one-time grant for flood-affected Namgars in Silchar and Chiraideo banks will verify that applicants were genuinely affected by the floods before granting the benefits.
Bharatiya Janata Party and the families of our Karyakarta contributed almost 1,80,000 Mekhala Sadar, 1,80,000 T-shirts and 1,50,000 mosquito nets for the flood-affected families of Silchar, Chiraideo, Golaghat and Jorhat district.
Parliament has passed the Prevention of Insults to National Honour Amendment Bill 2026, extending statutory legal protection to the national song Vande Mataram, on par with the protection already provided to the national anthem Jana Gana Mana. The bill was approved by both houses of parliament and now awaits the president's assent before becoming law. Intentionally preventing the singing of Vande Mataram or causing a disturbance during its singing will become an offensive under the Act, similar to provisions that already apply to the national anthem. The amendment extends the existing penalties under the law, which may include imprisonment of up to 3 years, a fine or both, with enhanced punishment for repeat offenders. The government has said the amendment aims to provide equal legal protection to the national song in recognition of its historical and national significance. While opposition parties raised concerns during parliamentary debates over issues including freedom of expression and the scope of the legislation.
माता की जय हिंद। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।
धन्यवाद माननीय सदस्यगण। The question is that the Prevention of Insults to National Honour Amendment Bill 2026 be taken into consideration. Those in favor will please say aye. Those against will please say no. I think the ayes have it, the ayes have it, the ayes have it. The motion is adopted. We shall now take up clause by clause consideration of the bill.
India and the United States have launched a joint AI-driven agricultural research initiative aimed at improving soybean breeding, crop resilience, and farm productivity. The collaboration will use artificial intelligence and advanced data analysis to speed up the development of high-yielding, climate-resilient soya varieties, accelerate soybean breeding using AI and genomic analysis, improve resistance to pests, diseases, and climate stress, increase crop yields while reducing the time needed to develop new varieties, strengthen agricultural research cooperation between Indian and US scientists supporting food security and sustainable farming. The project reflects the growing India-US partnership in critical and emergent technologies, with AI playing an increasingly important role in modern agriculture and precision farming.
I think the main issue which got discussed was ways in which India and the United States can collaborate and deepen the relationship in the technology space, and what is our shared understanding of how the AI innovation scenario would evolve, what are the respective roles that the United States and India can play in this area, ways in which the innovation economy in India can actually shape what happens with AI, and the fact that ultimately the benefits of AI really come from its diffusion and deployment in various sectors, real sectors of the economy, whether you're talking about manufacturing, whether you're talking about agriculture, healthcare, education, governance, and all of these spaces. What is the kind of difference that AI can make, and what is it that we would expect we could do, the roles that we could play, and ways in which we actually collaborate on technology. I think there's a recognition that no one country can do it on its own. We would also recognize that the attempt will not be to replicate what is happening in different places, but there was an appreciation that there is a resilience that needs to be built in the global economy in this space, especially in the technology space, by having a diversification of supply chains, by making sure that we are not over-dependent on any one geography or any one source of supply for anything that we need in the technology space. I think there was an acknowledgement of that, and there was a recognition that India needs to play a much bigger role in the global supply chain and how it has been developing and growing.
Here we come to the end of today's news. Stay tuned for our latest news updates.